Okay guys, today I'm going to be showing you the basics of computer maintenance. Most of you probably already know a lot of this. I'll be showing you how to do a disk cleanup, a disk defrag, add a scheduled task, and delete some of your cookies and other temporary internet files. This will free up room on your computer hard drive, giving you more space, better performance basically. As you can see, I'm running Windows Vista. Those running XP, if you have problems following, let me know and we'll make the same tutorial in XP. So I'll start off by clicking the start button and going to all programs. Scroll up to the top where it says accessories. Go ahead and click that. Once there, you'll see a folder called System Tools. Go ahead and click that and you'll see Disk Cleanup. Those running Windows Vista, this message pops up. Choose which files to clean up, files on my computer or from all users. Now go ahead and click from all users. It wants the verification. If you're running XP, you will not get that message at all. So it's going to do its thing for a minute while I show you a little cool trick here. Now, give me just a second here. If you right click on your taskbar down at the bottom, it says Task Manager. Go ahead and open that up. Most of you, it'll be set for applications. You'll see at the top tab, second one says Processes. You can go ahead and click that. Now scroll down until you find one called Explorer.exe. Right click it and go to Set Priority Above Normal. What this does is Explorer.exe is responsible for a lot of the Windows components. When your computer freezes, has a lot of problems, sometimes it's because of Explorer.exe, so you want it working as hard as you can. But every time you restart your computer, you're going to have to redo that. On days where your computer is having a little problem or you're using a lot of your processor, I recommend that you do that. Now, this is all done now. As you can see, it's all popped up. Make sure all these boxes are checked. This deletes all the crap you don't need. And then go ahead and click OK, and that'll just delete them. Pretty basic. Then back to Start, All Programs, Accessory, System Tools yet again, and Disk Defrag. Now, Windows Vista Disk Defrag Mint software is not that good. In fact, I don't like it at all. Later on, I'll upload a new one for Windows Vista because it's so crappy. But for now, just go ahead and click Defrag, minimize it, let it do its thing. It could take a few hours, depending on how bad it is. I'm not going to let that run this whole time, though. That's just an example, so I'll go ahead and close this out. Now, for those of you who are running Windows XP, I recommend that you do a disk cleanup and a disk defrag at least about once a month. If you're running Windows Vista, I would say once every 2 weeks, because some of the files start to pile up. Windows Vista is a lot worse about that than XP. If you're like me and sometimes you forget to do all that, you can add a system task and have your computer open it automatically and do it all by itself. Much easier. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Go to Start and open up Control Panel. And those of you running XP, you'll see a panel similar to this, not quite the same. And those running Vista, it obviously looks like this. For those running Vista, go ahead and click Classic View. That way I can show everybody how to do this easier. And you'll see a tab called Internet Options. And I'll get to that here in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you how to add a system task. So, let me get to that. Let me find the tab real quick. Administrative Tools is what it's called. Once you click that, go to Task Scheduler. Open that up. Verify it. And then on the right hand side it says create a basic task. Go ahead and click that. It'll take a minute and you name it, and I'm going to name it disk cleanup. And then for description, I'll just copy it and paste it because I already know what it is. Now I'm going to say monthly. This is how often you want it to run. Now it's asking you when, what months. Go to select all months, days. I'd like to run it on the 1st of every month. Now go to next. Start a program. This is asking you what you want it to do, what you want the task to do when it started. And I don't want to send an email or display a message. I want to start a program, so I'll go ahead and click next. Now it wants you to find the program. This is kind of the tricky part, so I'll try to go a little slow. It automatically opens you up to the Windows System 32 folder. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and show you from the C drive. So you go to your C drive and you'll click Windows and then scroll down just a little ways and you'll see System 32. Alright, so for those of you already there and should be there now, scroll down and you'll see a disk defragment icon. And once I find it here, you'll be able to find it by the name, because this is all in alphabetical order. This is the disk cleanup right here, clean MGR. So I'll go ahead and double click that, and I will copy this to the post. That way you guys can just copy and paste this. Only if you're running Vista. If you're running XP and you copy this, it might not work. You'll have to do it the manual way by browsing. So once I did that, go ahead and click next, and that's about it. Just click finish. Alright, so that's all done. Now I set it as a system task. It'll open automatically on the 1st of the month. Alright, now last thing I'm going to show you in the basic tutorial is how to delete your used internet files and your cookies, stuff that stores up junk from websites that you've been to. Because basically, if I was to go into your recycle bin and look, I could go to your history and see every website you've ever visited unless you clean it. And I'll show you how. Go ahead and click Internet Options. It brings you up to this tab and it says Browser History. Go ahead and click Delete. Now you can delete all, but I do not recommend that because it'll delete your saved passwords as well. So delete temporary internet files, your cookies, your history, and your form data as well. You can go ahead and delete all that, and this will actually make your computer run a little bit faster. Well, that concludes for today's basic tutorial. I'll get into more advanced tutorials later, and I'll let you guys request, but that's it for today.